Now, the 7th annual meeting of the New Champions 2013 was held in Dalian, China, and focused on innovation being an important driver of economic development and competitiveness. On the sidelines of the summit, Samantha Loring caught up with Samir Hadji, CEO of Nuru Energy Group, to find out about the off-grid power solutions they have come up with in East Africa.
So there are two parts to our solution. One is the technology, and one is on the delivery model, how we actually get that technology to market. On the technology front, what we first did is we felt like we had to understand the context of our target consumer. Our target consumer is typically someone that earns between $1 and $1.50 US per day. And for that segment of the market, what we noticed is that their energy needs are quite basic relative to what we may have. It's light, it's mobile phone charging, it's radio. And so we thought that if we could develop a low power energy solution to satisfy these three particular needs, then wouldn't that be an appropriate solution? And so we developed a portable LED light, very cost effective, long lasting, very durable, that is meant to replace what they currently use, which is kerosene. But that light is not necessarily charged by the grid. It can be, but we've developed a separate device, a pedal generator device, that can recharge 5 of those lights in 20 minutes. And each light would give about 28 hours of light to a rural household. So that's about 140 hours of light with a 20-minute cycle, which is very efficient. So that's on the technology side. And then how we get that to market is, the other half of the solution. We've empowered women and men micro-entrepreneurs across East Africa at the moment. We've got 1,200 of them who are using this generator as a recharging device and running a recharging business. So they sell the portable lights to the end consumers for a cost of about $6 US, and those consumers come back on a weekly basis for recharging, paying about 20 US cents per week. So for the entrepreneur, in 20 minutes they're recharging 5 lights, earning about $1 in 20 minutes. This is relative now to what I just said. They're earning $1 to $1.50 per day generally. So this is a very lucrative business for them, dependent only on the amount of lights that they have in their market. On the consumer side, the customers are getting a week worth of clean LED lighting for 10 times less than what they were paying for kerosene before.
I mean, one of the key focuses when it comes to innovation is firstly getting it to market and scaling it up. And you need a scalable business essentially to have one that I suppose is sustainable and making good money. So what are the plans to scale up this business in East Africa?
Yeah, what we've noticed is that we've sold 40,000 of these units at about $6 each. And what we've noticed is that we've hit just the tip of the iceberg. The problem is massive in Africa and sub-Saharan Africa. 700 million plus people without access to electricity. But what we're noticing is that the disposable income of these target customers is so low that we're having to innovate further. And one of the things that we're realizing is that we've got two pricing levers in our model. We've got the upfront price of the light, and then we've got the recharge price. And we're thinking that if we could potentially drop the upfront price even further, maybe even below our cost, and it could act as a loss leader, we could make up the difference through the recharge revenue. And so a number of years ago, what we started to do is we started to charge our entrepreneurs a micro-franchise fee to be part of the network. And when we had 70 entrepreneurs, that was great. We would go around physically collect about $20 US from each entrepreneur. But now that we've got 1,200, clearly that's not possible. So what we've done is we've mobile money enabled the power cycle pedal generator, so that now entrepreneurs have to pre-buy credits, just like you'd have to pre-buy talk time for your phone. They would have to buy credits for their generator in order to be able to recharge devices. And so 1 credit is equivalent to 1 light recharge. And through this mechanism, we're able to take a portion of the recharge revenue and actually be sustainable as a business.
And there we go. There's the model that you've got. And of course, you've had some support from financial institutions, which has been very critical to the rollout of your business. Are financial institutions, do you think, taking on enough risk and seeing the opportunity in Africa right now to solving the very basic problems? Yeah,
I do actually. In particular, I can talk about an opportunity that we had to work with Bank of America Merrill Lynch, where this was in 2010, where they saw huge potential in this market, and they were willing to take the risk in investing in our business. And in return, we've got a very specific carbon credit deal with the bank, whereby the credits that we generate in East Africa we then sell to them. But for that privilege, they've actually invested and given us money to run the business for the last few years.